Good morning, Harvest. This is Tim Teague. You'll remember Christy and I were members of your church in 2004 before joining World Missions and Global University. And our children, Sarah, Luke, and Lillian, are all doing very well. We would welcome you to join our Facebook page or go to Teague News on Facebook to keep up with what we're doing. We also have a website, TeagueFamilyMissions.com. And on that site, of course, you can know how better to pray. All of our newsletters are downloaded there. We are still active with Global University. This term, I've assumed the position of Dean of the School for Evangelism and Discipleship. Christy also works in this school as a chief editor in Spanish. And basically, we engage in local church training around the world. Global University is a very large ministry made up of 4 schools, but we're the school for the local church. And we train elders and believers and even pastors in Bible institutes around the world. In fact, I relate to 220 centers in 180 countries. We have over 400,000 official students, but we can't really count the amount of students we have. When you look at the organizations that rely on this school to disciple and train, it can be mind-boggling. Just a few of those would be, for example, Network 21-1, that trains all of their people that are won through the one-to-one decision process on the Jesus Path. That's the School for Evangelism Discipleship. When it comes to Teen Challenge International, they're using, of course, the School for Evangelism Discipleship materials, or if you would, ICI. And then our major projects, Vietnam Online, Iran Bible College, Arabic Online, China Bible College, India School of Ministry. All of these schools are based upon the curriculum of this school. And stateside, we have 3,800 prisoners in 200 units. And so that takes a team of people. 2 years ago, there were no missionaries left to facilitate this school, and that's why Christy and I stepped in. We thought we would be in Western Europe. We still work there. In fact, next week I'll be teaching in France, African Immigrant College, that my father and I created in 2009. I'll be there teaching church history, and I am an undergraduate instructor. But my primary role here is to engage with local churches on discipleship and training. We also do on-the-ground projects. Back in 2010, when I took this job, a lot of our national offices around the world were in great need, and there was a great need for evangelism. 90% of our decisions for Christ had basically decreased. Over the last 3 years, in fact, it had been a 90% decrease each year. And so I created the GU Evangelism Fund last year, and I'm excited to tell you that in September I went with a team of people from Missouri, and churches in Texas also sponsored this, and you would be one of the churches that helped us because you support us monthly. And we actually built the first stage of an evangelism integration center in the heart of Ivory Coast that's been recently overwhelmed by Muslim rebels. Women, their lives will be rebuilt. Brand new converts out of Islam who have accepted Christ and thrown out of their homes and often beaten. They will be housed in this place where there will be 16 apartments. For 3 to 6 months, they'll go through the discipleship program of my school, or this school, and then they'll be given a new name, training, and sent to another part of the country where will be protected. We did evangelism services, and out of the GU Evangelism Fund that was created, you can go to globaluniversity.edu to the gifts page and see the letter that I've written that talks about that. We were able to distribute for the first time in 10 years the Great Questions of Life in the Ivory Coast, and I'm telling you, it made a difference. We were in a service where 58 Muslim came to the Lord, and we personally handed the Great Questions of Life. Without that fund and without this ministry, we would not have been able to do that. We return in January. Please pray for us. We'll not only be in Dalawa, where we built this integration center, but we'll be holding evangelism crusades in Duakwa, Ivory Coast, that was recently devastated by war. And in fact, United Nations has labeled this a place of an official genocide. At night, people are being dragged out of their homes, Christians and others, and being murdered. But I want you to know that in January, the light of the gospel will be in Duakwa, Ivory Coast. And so it's these types of projects that we do. This is what we're passionate about. Please pray for us as we work around the world. There's not enough time to tell you everything we're doing here, but we would ask that you would continue to support us and pray for us. And we're working every day for the mission. Thank you.